Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be, since uh, tomorrow, the day after I'm doing this video, it's going to be Election Day 2016. And so I figured do an election type video. And no, I'm not going to be discussing the actual election, because both candidates suck. So I'm going to do an animated special that's actually based on Election Day. And that's the 1972 Peanuts special. You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. And of course, this one hasn't really. When I was little, it hasn't aired all that. I don't remember even the show even airing. And not until in recent years when ABC bought the rights to all the Peanut specials, they airing this one. Now they take one special instead of airing just one special, or Peanut special. They decided to air two of them, back to back, and they air this show up again right after they air the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, because Election Day is usually pretty close to Halloween, so I figure it makes sense to air these two specials back to back, and that's what ABC has been doing for recent years. So I got into watching the special. So that's the special I'm doing for you, which is You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Well, like I said, this show came out in 1972 when we actually had a presidential election that year. That was when Richard Nixon was running for re-election. That's how old the special was. I mean, it was just after about like 5 months after Watergate break-in. So of course you had all that stuff going down in May in that country. So they had this Peanut special. And of course, this one is, well, originally Charlie Brown. It actually starts with Sally complaining about her lot, that she was too short to reach her school locker. And of course, Charlie Brown offered her brother, Charlie Brown, saying, "Hey, I'm going to help you out with your locker." And of course, no matter what he did, he couldn't help her, get a locker which she could reach because she's short. And so they realized they saw a big poster on the bulletin board saying, "Hey, one encouraging kids to run for the student school president." So Sally says, "Oh, why don't you run for the school body president? Maybe you could help get the lockers changed so I could reach them." And said, that's a good idea." And then Lucy says, "Wait a minute, before we do anything, let's see if you can even get elected." So she does a poll, going around asking all the kids, "Will you vote for Charlie Brown?" And everybody said no, we're not voting for Charlie Brown. So we go, "Oh crap, what are we going to do now?" So Lucy came up with the idea maybe Linus could run for student body president. So he says, maybe because Linus is always well spoken. If you know anything about the Peanut specials, he's always said at times the smallest kid of the whole Peanuts universe, especially during the Peanut specials, explaining what all the holidays are. So he's usually the kid that explains what the holidays are to all the rest of the Peanuts gang in the Peanuts universe. So they got him to run, and they found out that, or Lucy found out during the special that he's running against another kid, and he would give good competition to Linus because he's also well spoken, a very small kid. And so of course they had a couple of debates, kind of like the presidential election. They had a couple of debates, and of course it comes down to the election in the school. And of course it turns out that Linus won by one vote. Spoiler, for those of you who have never seen the show, spoiler, Linus wins by one vote. I'm not going to say who cast the deciding vote because I think it's like giving away too much. But before I got a little bit ahead of myself. Before they had the final debate, during the final debate, when both candidates could address the school, Linus decides to go all stupid. Kind of like Hillary Clinton. Anybody who votes for Hillary Clinton go all too stupid here. And said, hey, anybody who, since I have time, I'm going to give you a few words on remaining time about the Great Pumpkin. And of course, the whole school busts out laughing at him for talking about the Great Pumpkin. And of course, after he opens up his big mouth about it, actually, of course, everybody laughs at him and thinking, hey, he's not. Why should we vote for somebody who believes in something that doesn't even exist, and that's a Great Pumpkin? Because there's no such thing as a Great Pumpkin, right? Meanwhile, like I just said, spoiler, Linus does win by 1 vote, and I'm going to say who cast the deciding vote. I figure it's be too much of a spoiler for you. But I just found out that the show is on YouTube, so you can check out You're Not Elected Charlie Brown on YouTube, and you can find out for yourself. But also one thing I want to mention in this special, this special does bring out the Snoopy persona of Joe Cool, which is the only other caricature that Snoopy does, other than, of course, being the World War I flying ace in the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown show. The only other caricature or persona that Snoopy has throughout the whole Peanuts universe that I remember as a kid is Joe Cool, because that's my name, Joe. So I figured, hey, I even have a Joe Cool t-shirt when I was younger, and Joe Cool loosely buying it when I was a kid. But believe it or not, I'm not making this up. So to actually see that character, and it's also the music and the lyrics were written by Vince Guaraldi, so it enhances, the Joe Cool persona. Say, hey, this is great. With Snoopy being in the school and him getting kicked out, and there's one of the other things that Linus mentioned in his speech. If any dog comes into the school or on the school playground, I'm gonna let him come in instead of being thrown out on his butt. Which of course you saw earlier with Snoopy getting into school, physically sitting in the classroom, and with him in the Joe Cool sweater with the sunglasses and the whole thing, and he gets constantly getting kicked out because of course no dog. And of course I think it was also around the time that the Snoopy Come Home movie came out. As of course you had the running gag with no dogs allowed gag, and they kind of did that here. In this show, with Snoopy constantly being kicked out of the school, of the school for the Peanuts gang, he's constantly getting kicked out because, of course, no dogs allowed in the school. But this was the show that actually introduced the world to the Joe Cool persona. I think it was maybe introduced one other time, another special. I don't remember, but the Joe Cool persona did start in this special, and it's I always was curious about where they get the Joe Cool bit from. It was from this show. The You're Not Elected Charlie Brown. It actually started from this show, but this show was fun and it's entertaining. It does show kids about the so-called democratic process. I wonder if the show was made today. I wonder if Lucy would say this thing is rigged, or this election is rigged, or somebody said they like to fill women up of the female ports, or somebody would say what difference does it make, or any other crap that goes on. But what the real funny part of what happens in this show, which he didn't mention the final scene, was when Linus does get elected as joint by President. Sally drags him to the principal's office and says, "Tell him off, Mr. President. Give him hell, Mr." And actually, of course, you're not going to say hell on a peanut special, but Sally says to him, "Give him hell, Mr. President, and I'll give that stinking principal hell." So he goes in the office, and Sally is sitting there. She's waiting for Lance to come out, and Lance says, "Okay, Mr. Principal, Mr. Whomever, okay, sir. I'll make sure I won't do anything without consulting you first. Principal, whatever the principal's name is, principal, whatever. I said I won't do anything without consulting you first, and so he finally comes out of the principal's office and tells Sally, hey, look, I have to cave in. I can't do anything without consulting the principal. And of course, Sally says, he sold out. That bum sold out. We elected a sellout. We elected this bum and he's a stinking sellout. Which is going to be the argument that a lot of people are going to have after this election. When people are going to be every time you vote for somebody, they're going to be selling out. So it was really fun. And even though this show is 44 years old now, it is pretty modern because when the politics from the last 44 years, how bad politics are, and that's why I haven't done a video with the stupid election, because of both candidates are so bad. I'd rather vote for Lance Van Pelt than Trump or Hillary. And both of them suck. I know. I mentioned to somebody who asked me if I'm going to do and since I have some time here, somebody asked me why people subscribe to my channel. If I'm going to do any videos with the actual 2016 election, and I said no. Because both candidates are god awful bad. I know what the hell I'm going to do tomorrow on election day, because both of them are so bad. Because I made a promise I'm never going to vote for Hillary, but Trump is just as bad as Hillary Clinton is. I mean, people thought that the 2000 race between George W. Bush and Al Gore was bad. This 2016 race is going to make that one look good. And by comparison, I mean, it's awful. God awful. I mean, if anybody who hasn't voted yet, I know there's plenty of states that has early voting. If you haven't voted yet or planning to vote tomorrow, vote for a third party person, or don't vote for president at all, because it will send a message to both these two to everybody that they just suck. Like Don Imus used to say, they can't possibly suck enough. I mean, it's horrible. Both of them terrible. They're so bad, it's not even funny how bad they are. Seriously, they're that bad. So either vote for a third party person or don't vote at all. Or at least don't vote for president anyway. Because Trump and Hillary are god awful bad. Because, put it this way, for Trump, that's when he made all these comments like to fill women's pussies and all that stuff. And what he said about Megyn Kelly, that's what made me turn off of Trump, because of what he said about Megyn Kelly. She must be bleeding off or whatever. But with Hillary, let's put it this way. What if you had a son who was an ambassador for the United States in an Arab country? The U.S. embassy gets attacked. He gets his head cut off, his penis cut off, shoved down his throat. Alright? His body dragged through the streets. He gets raped by everybody who sees his body being dragged through the streets. His body hung from a bridge. And the head of the State Department, who happens to be running for president this year, says, in front of Congress, what difference does it make? He's still going to be dead anyway. Would you vote for her? Would you vote for Hillary if it was your son that was killed? And she says about your son being killed, what difference does it make? Or you have somebody who likes to touch women's pussies? I mean, that's what you got. That's what you have. So that's why I'm saying to everybody, don't vote for Hillary or Trump. Either vote for a third party guy, Gary Johnson, I believe his name is, or leave it blank. Or leave your vote for president blank, because both these two people suck to high heaven. They both are terrible. They're god awful bad. I know I went on a tangent. I'm sorry. I know I promised not to discuss the 2016 election. But I figured, hey, this is the last full day I have to even discuss it. So, but Hillary and Trump, especially those people who are supporters of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, fuck you. Your candidate sucks. So that's my. Sorry for my little tangent there, but that's alright. That's how I feel about both of them because they both are terrible. So that's my review of You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Please click on the video. Please feel free to comment. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews not only on my YouTube channel but at rallyc.com. That's all WDY. C.com. That's the homepage of the Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. Please check out all of his content. His TV trash videos, posts, all of his other content that he has on his website. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. And don't vote for Hillary or Trump, because they suck.